Hi, my name is Stephen Quadros, and my partner Bas Rutten is next to me. And here we are at the Pride Fighting Championships #8 at Ariake Coliseum in Japan. And there he is, Bas.
The ex-murderer, so to say. That's his nickname. Wanderlei Silva from Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And there we have the Energizer Bunny.
That's right. DAIJIRO MATSUI. Neither one of these gentlemen likes to take a backward step in a fight. So we do expect a head-on collision in this one. Wanderlei being very impressive in his first fight in the Pride Fighting Championships.
Look at him staring.
That stare down. Wanderlei trying to psych Matsui, but Matsui, if anything, doesn't get psyched out. He gets psyched up.
Yeah, he already wants to go, you see. The referee has to push him back. And a lot of angry power again from Silva. But Matsui has been in this situation. Nice high kick and a nice duck.
Matsui has got to know that he can't stand up with Wanderlei Silva.
Oh no, he knows. Oh.
Although as soon as I said that, he dropped a right hand and it was a bomb. It didn't land that cleanly, but it did land. Matsui driving in hard for that takedown. Wanderlei chopping away. Both men come from a proud heritage. Wanderlei Silva from the Shootbox Academy in Curitiba, Brazil. Takada Dojo is the training place of DAIJIRO MATSUI. Both have legendary fighters. Shootbox Academy has Jose Pele Landi and now Wanderlei Silva, whereas Takada Dojo has got the legendary pro wrestler Nobuhiko Takada, but more recently, the mixed martial arts sensation Kazushi Sakuraba, a training partner to DAIJIRO MATSUI, who is now on the bottom working for the takedown.
Yeah, like you said, that maybe is going to be a very good fight between Silva and Sakuraba at the same weight division in the future. Maybe they're building it up already. We don't know. Right now, first he has to beat Matsui, and that's going to be a tough one because, we saw Matsui fight. And he knows about fighting. There we got the stomp again, the same thing that he did with Bob Schreiber. Stamp in the feet.
Matsui continues to drive in for the takedown, but Wanderlei Silva now working for position, and they're getting caught up in the ropes. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, they've cleaned it up. They got away from the ropes now. Wanderlei looking to uncork the punches, coming underneath with the uppercut. Quick punches there by Wanderlei Silva.
Yeah, quick and strong, explosive.
A lot of people don't realize that the power in a punch is by the speed in which it's delivered.
Yeah, and the speed and the moment of putting your weight behind it. It's a very important thing. Because if you hit just real fast with no body weight behind it, it's not going to do anything. Whoa. Wow. In between the ropes.
Matsui accidentally getting outside, and he looks like he's having a bit of a discussion with the referee. He possibly didn't like getting high kicked as he was falling out of the ring. But as they say in boxing, it's protect yourself at all times.
Yeah.
And there's that left high kick landed a little bit on the jaw of Matsui. Vanderlei seems real loose in this fight. Coming charging in with a left, right, left, right, left, right.
Oh, there's the knee.
Another knee, and cranking away at those knees. Matsui has to try and grab that leg. Vanderlei is delivering these strikes so quickly. Look at that sprawl.
Beautiful.
Vanderlei is fast improving as the guy that grapplers are really going to try and stay away from. Because he's got that takedown defense.
Yeah, he's got a great takedown defense. He's adapting to everything. He's striking full force. And then, he's bleeding already. And then when somebody goes for a takedown, he's got that takedown also. So his reflexes are very good.
Some of those knees did get through to DAIJIRO Matsui's face.
Or he just has high blood pressure.
A rim shot is always a nice thing to have when you're sitting next to Boss Rutten.
Yeah. Hey. If he keeps holding him like this, it's difficult for Matsui to get up. But he's got to do something.
Yeah, because Matsui's going to end up wasting more energy, and all Silva has to do is relax and use all that relaxation to make his body weight just dead weight. Now, we talked about this before, boss, how the no kicking and no kneeing, a fighter, when he's down on all fours like this, favors more of the wrestler and the grappler. In this position, you better bet your bottom dollar that Vanderlei wishes they would abolish that rule.
Yeah, of course, because I think it will make it legal, more even for all fighters. Strikes also on the ground, knees here. Because otherwise, if you want to take a rest, you're going to sit on all fours. Okay, you can get hit. Vanderlei should knee the body here. Knee the body, knee the upper leg, things like that. He would do more damage than what he's doing right now. But if knees are allowed and kicks are allowed to the head while the opponent is down, that makes it way better, like you said, for the striker.
Because in our last Pride Fighting Championships, we had that situation. It was controversial ending to the Mark Kerr-Igor VOVCHANCHYN fight, where Kerr won the fight, but the techniques he won them from or with were illegal. The knees to the head of Mark Kerr.
VOVCHANCHYN, you mean?
Yes, exactly. But the knees were to the head of Mark Kerr.
Okay.
They weren't to VOVCHANCHYN's head. And I think that if Pride ever does change the rules back to the old way of which it used to be, I think there will be a transition where some fighters may get knocked out. But, look at the stomps there by Vanderlei Silva. I think there will be a transition period where some fighters will have difficulty.
Wow.
But eventually they're going to learn to defend, just the same way they learn to defend against the armbar or the punch or the kick.
That's it. And it's mixed martial arts. Anything goes. That's what I say.
Oh, look at that knee by Vanderlei Silva. Ooh. Vanderlei dangerous here with that knee, punching his way.
Wow. And again, good defense. He's bleeding away now.
Vanderlei really punishing DAIJIRO Matsui so far in this first round.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to check something because... Or he's cut. Yeah, he's got a big cut. He has got a big cut.
I think it may be the nose that's bleeding.
No, it's the forehead. I see something.
Oh, yes, you are right. You see, we see new transitions in our sport. When the sport first started, a lot of people went to the grappling mode. And then came some strikes to set up the submissions. Then came people like VOVCHANCHYN and others who could punch standing up, or yourself, Boss Rutten, who could punch standing up or kick. Now we see a person who really understands the knee clinch and the knee strikes. I think fighters are going to watch Vanderlei and watch the way he opened up this cut on Matsui and learn more about the knee strike.
Yep. Yep. They're becoming complete all-round fighters.
there was a time when grappling was proving so successful in the Ultimate Fighting Championship and things where people thought, oh, strikes. What good are strikes going to do? But then along came Bas Rutten, and along came Igor Vovchanchyn, and along came a couple other people. And then the playing field evened out a little bit because it was any man's game. The jiu-jitsu guy was still dangerous with the submissions. The wrestler was still dangerous with the takedowns in the ground and pound. The kickboxer was still dangerous standing up. Now it's becoming the true hybrid fighter. True, Wanderlei Silva came from a Muay Thai background, but he also had to learn how to wrestle. And as we've seen, he knows how to sweep from the bottom. And Matsui, on the other hand, came from a wrestling background and really knows how to throw punches. Now, at least that overhand right.
Hey, he started to learn, but this is... it's strange. The cut was a real big cut, but they're going to continue to fight. I think if Wanderlei is going to hit a few times there, it's going to be over. But it's like you said. Matsui in the beginning he couldn't punch, and look at him now. And he knows he has to go.
Matsui can't trade here with Wanderlei. He's trying to. He's going, this is crazy. It's like a suicide mission. Matsui seems to be in over his head in this fight.
Yeah, I think so too. Way over his head. I think he knows that there is a chance that the doctor is going to stop this fight with the cut. So he's going to give it everything he has. You see, it's a big cut.
Oh, yeah, it's a big cut.
I just saw it when the doctor cleaned it up.
And it looks like his nose is broken, too. Wanderlei continuing to just punch away. Look at the jump stomp attempt there by Wanderlei Silva. Wanderlei hanging onto the ropes. And Wanderlei is going to get a yellow card for holding the ropes. Oh, Matsui is a mess right here.
Whoa! Nice left high kick.
What's amazing, and around one, is that kick didn't even knock Matsui down, let alone out. How many times have we seen the shin? That was a shin kick, boss.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen a high kick land, Peter Art style, yourself or whoever, the fight's over?
Yep, I know, and he takes a lot of punishment. He's like Akira Soji. He also can take a lot of punishment.
Because I don't think that's a testament to the lack of power in the kick from Wanderlei Silva. I think that's a testament to the ability to take a shot by DAIJIRO Matsui.
Yeah, and well trained, good stamina. You can take a lot of punishment. That's what they say. Eh? The more tired you get, the more vulnerable you're going to get. Look at the cut when they put the towel away. It's a pretty nasty cut. This is probably it.
And that is right where it landed. It was that right knee. Again, the right knee. Matsui not really effectively blocking these strikes. Not knowing how to get out of this position. In a way, he might have wanted to pull guard there.
I cannot believe that people block it like that. Huh? Like I all the time say, just do this. Stretch your arm, you got
Well,
it.
he doesn't even have his arms in front of his face. He's got his hand in front of his face. And he's only got one arm and a hand in front of his face. So those knees are getting through like Swiss cheese.
Like Swiss cheese, and it actually will hurt the knee from Wanderlei less because he's got his nice padded forearm, and then he slams his own forearm bone in his head. Here we go again. Oh, you see, talking about a hungry guy.
Like a hungry lion in the jungle, feasting on his prey. I said this before, Wanderlei is quite a predator.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Round 2. Go.
Don't blink, folks.
Oh, just did it. Whoa, good low kick. Here, attacking. Matsui has to go. Yeah, you see. He doesn't have quite the punching power here that Wanderlei has.
Now look at that. Matsui bought the fake from Wanderlei. Wanderlei started to fake. Matsui dropped down. I think Wanderlei's going to explode to the side.
That's what he should do. From this position, with no knees to the head, there's nothing you can do. Yeah, you can knee the shoulder, maybe the collarbone. You think it's allowed? It's not the neck, so I guess it's allowed.
It'd be hard to catch the collarbone without hitting the head.
Yeah, you have to aim. You cannot make a mistake. Whoa, whoa.
Look at that. Whoa, Wanderlei coming in pummeling Akira Shoji once again. Shoji leaning over the ropes. He's really hanging on the ropes. Now, we know Wanderlei got a yellow card. I think Matsui is on the verge of getting a yellow card here for using the ropes like this in a defensive manner. Wow. More blood from that nose of Daijiro Matsui, and an uppercut there by Wanderlei Silva. And Shoji, Matsui has got to get out of this position. He can't stay in that tie clinch anymore. One more knee like that and he could get busted open, the fight would be over.
Yeah, I need some super glue there because he's bleeding all over the place now. He better start working because otherwise they're going to stop the fight, I think.
Nobuhiko Takada looking on as Daijiro Matsui is taking probably the beating of his life right now. Wanderlei kneeing away at the back of the leg there. And it's Wanderlei taking his time and sinking the hooks in, but it's going to be really hard for him to... Oh, he's going for the submission, but Wanderlei... But again, Wanderlei took a chance. It didn't work out, but so what? It made it interesting. He exhibited aggression. If the aggression wasn't effective, he'll be up to bat pretty soon.
Yeah, we saw Matsui escape quite a few times that same choke, huh? The back door in his previous fights. He's very good at it.
I think what these guys at Takada Dojo did, they saw that a lot of people were getting choked out by jiu-jitsu fighters, let's say 5-6 years ago. And they went out and they put themselves in that position time after time after time. I mean, didn't you, boss, when you first came out and you lost via submission a couple times, didn't you put yourself in that position over and over and over until you weren't afraid, A, and number B, you could counter the position?
30 minutes, we did 2 minutes, I'm attacking, 2 minutes, the other one attacking, for 30 minutes straight. First of all, it's good for your forearms. And second of all, it's real good for your defense. Choke from the back, I can pretty much defend only with my shoulders, without hands. You can always use hands, of course, when you become in real danger.
This is a pretty violent fight.
Yeah, right now they like this, they're gonna stand it up. Because there's no effective striking. If it's effective, okay, you have to let him down on the ground.
But you'd better believe that Matsui wants it to stay down.
Oh, yeah.
Because standing up, he took a world of hurt from Wanderlei Silva. It was the knees, though, that did all the devastation. I mean, Wanderlei's landed punches in this fight, but the knee is such a huge striking surface. It's like a great big giant knuckle.
Yeah, and it's hard. Hard. It will cut open everything in your head. But you have to really make it with your kneecap. Many people make it wrong. They do it with the upper leg. That's what I say to my students. I say, I don't say upper leg him. I say knee him. It means use the knee, the hard piece. And that's exactly like you said, one big knuckle. Only stronger.
How many knees do you think Wanderlei Silva does per day in preparation for a fight like this?
I don't know. I think in sparring he will do it a lot. That's one thing for sure. And it's his specialty, so he probably will do it. He has a special training routine for it. Look at this.
Look at him chopping there from the bottom with that right hand. He's holding Matsui's face up and punching.
Yeah, he creates the distance with the left hand, and he chops away with the right. That's smart what Matsui is doing. He's moving, he's shaking his head, so he can post. Whoa, nice. Oh, and these are strong punches.
Because he's able to extend that punch all the way out. One of the things about training for knees is, let's say, if your partner has the Thai pads and he crosses them over in front, and you grab him behind the neck, it works. The person who's being kicked, it works their neck quite a bit.
Yeah.
So it's like a two-way equation.
He blinked his eye, and he told him not to move. Here we go again. It's a yellow card right there.
These gloves are just falling apart. The gloves are completely falling apart here.
Yeah, it's the tape around them. I think it's blue tapes, looks like.
It looks very stylish, though.
Yeah, I just want to say the same thing.
I beat you that time.
Yeah,
I beat you.
me.
Finally, I got one. I got one in.
Oh, no, we had many times already.
Dueling rappers here.
Here it goes again. Bang.
Look at the big palm strike.
But the technique is perfect. He creates the distance. Bang. There he goes. Oh, yeah. Sweep. Now with a good sweep.
I don't know if he's going to be able to sweep Matsui. But for sure, even if the round ends here, Wanderlei's got the fight in the bag.
Yeah.
Nine in a row, folks. 9 left hands. Should we try and do a punch stat here? Should we try and count the punches?
You count the punches, Mr. Picture Counter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you go ahead, man. I got your back, Marcito. Well, it's a good thing for Matsui that this fight didn't go back to standing, because I don't know how much more he could have taken of the standing assault by Wanderlei Silva.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it always comes in handy if you can keep doing the math and everything, and too many punches won't do that. It became dangerous.
Right, exactly. It doesn't make for a terribly exciting fight, but still, Matsui was taking such punishment standing up.
I guess there were 10 punches or something. I didn't count them, but it
was actually.
He did it again with right.
I'm not gonna try.
Yeah.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
Oh, he's 5, 6, 7.
It's like he's doing a drum solo on Matsui's head.
10 left, 10 right. 10 left, 10 right.
Okay, and in round 2, we're getting into the percussive elements here.
Wow.
Punch stat numbers, if they had punch stat numbers, it had to be 25-1. Wanderlei Silva threw so many punches.
But is this round number 1 or not?
No, that's the end of round 2.
Oh my God!
The fight is over.
Time flies when it's good.
Look at that mouse under Wanderlei's right eye. I don't know that. Did Matsui land any punches there to cause that, or was that possibly for a headbutt?
I don't know.
Look at this, the explosive knee.
Oh,
Vicious knee. Bringing it straight up, pushing the hip all the way in.
Wanderlei Silva.
Wanderlei Silva getting
Unanimous decision.
the unanimous decision.
I beat you. Good fight. Wanderlei Silva, the ex-murderer, did it again.
Well, he used his axe that time, and that axe happened to be that right knee.
He should throw that cup. That would be fun, huh?
Well, if he threw the cup, then he would cut somebody else beside Matsui.
Yeah, but that's why it should be fun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, all right. I see. All right.
Okay, now I got you, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, that's...
Look at this. Look at this viciousness. What a power. Wow. Wow. Yeah. That is a lot of power.
The wrestler versus the jiu-jitsu man.
青コーナー170センチ75キロファビアノ・イハ
Okay, Fabiano Iha really slick with the armbar.
赤コーナー175センチ77キロフランク・トリッグ
Frank Trigg coming from the Real American Wrestling Camp. Rico Ciapparelli, head trainer. Now, Rico Ciapparelli really trains his fighters to be well-rounded. They've got a wrestling base, but he works a lot on strikes and also some of the submissions. So we shall see. Fabiano probably wants to take this one to the mat. But will that be a difficult task against Frank Trigg, being the wrestler he is? Frank Trigg is undefeated, coming off a big win in the Japan Valley Tudo 98. Frank Trigg just coming right out there and starting to trade with Fabiano Iha. Frank Trigg, as I said, was coming off a big win over Jean-Jacques Machado via a TKO. The towel was thrown in. Fabiano pulling guard here. And Frank Trigg going to let him rest on the ropes. And they go to the ground.
Let me guess. Armbar coming up. Yeah, Fabiano's real good with it.
Fabiano did win a four-man mixed martial arts tournament on November 21st, 1998, and it was the Extreme Challenge 22. He beat Yves Edwards, and then he beat Clever Luciano in a shootout in the final round. But he is coming off a loss to Laverne Clark in UFC 20. And that was on May 7th, 1999.
There's an armbar coming up here. He's stretching it. There we go. There we go.
Oh, he's really using a lot of effort here to try and secure that. And look at Trigg, keep that head up. That's some good training there by Frank Trigg. Doing the right thing to avoid the triangle, to avoid the armbar. Now, Frank is up high here, boss, so he can deliver some strikes with authority. But he needs to break loose of the grip of Fabiano Iha.
Oh, he tried to kick.
Oh, he's going for that armbar now. He's got the armbar, almost got it.
Forgot to hit the head. He should hit the head now or go for a triangle. He should go for the head. No, he's got some leverage. No. Go for triangle. Oh.
Frank Trigg landing a big duo triple left hand there. We could have predicted the fight was going to look like this.
Yeah, I see here that Frank Trigg TKO'd Jean-Jacques Machado. My God, I mean, talking about somebody who's real good. And yeah, he's coming from 2 wins, 2 fights and 2 wins, so no losses. And Fabiano, on the other hand, he has his last fight against Laverne Clark. He lost. But I heard a rematch is in the make. Yeah, you probably said it already. I was just wondering because I got all the papers here in front of me. And maybe somebody was going to the to the refrigerator to get a drink. You know what? I shall repeat it one more time.
Okay, Trigg standing up. Now, if I were him, I'd just back up. And let's see if Trigg has a stand-up arsenal to match his defense on the ground. There it is. Trigg with the uppercut and the right. That was the right uppercut, left hook. Trigg throwing bombs here. Knee.
Oh, kick, knee, a punch. I mean,
Trigg can hit hard,
all over
boss.
the place.
He can hit hard.
I think he should stick with the knees.
Fabiano trying uppercuts of his own, but Trigg moving forward, constantly moving forward, blasting the punches. Total aggression from Frank Trigg.
He's doing a great job.
Staying right on top of Fabiano Iha. Oh, good right hand by Frank Trigg, right on the jaw. More knees.
One body shot. Wow. That takes a lot out of you too. You know, when you hit somebody with everything you have, and he keeps going. You think, what shall I do next?
But how much more can Fabiano Iha take?
Hammer, please.
Oh,
no.
Another good right. Big left uppercut.
This doesn't look good.
Right uppercut.
It doesn't look good. It's
Now
over.
the fight is over. It's over. A dominating victory by Frank Trigg. He walked in there almost Boss Rutan style and just said, let's go, let's trade, and outgunned him.
Beautiful punches. Beautiful. He had to wind up, but it was the majority of punches that did it. All the little ones, doing.
But they were landing.
Oh, they were landing.
With a lot of precision, right on the jaw. The uppercuts, the hooks. Frank Trigg really took care. He just walked in there and he had no respect for Fabiano's ability to throw punches back. He just threw the punches. Fabiano didn't block him. He didn't move. He just leaned forward. And he'd had enough. He dropped down. He got rocked.
Wow. Yeah. What a combination.
That's
Look
right.
at this. And everything is hit. Everything is hit.
All
Look at
these
this.
uppercuts over and over again.
Everything is hit. Yeah, total control. And that's it, man. Wrestler with hands. And submission skills because he stayed out of the armbar. He stayed out of the triangle. You know, he's got it.
Yes, he does. I look forward to seeing what's going to happen with Frank Trigg. Both men making their Pride Fighting Championships debut. Frank Trigg coming out on top. Undefeated, Frank Trigg from the Raw team.
180センチ95キロカルマレー
Carl Malenko coming off a loss by decision to Wanderlei Silva, Pride Fighting Championships number 7 on September 12, 1999, going up against Allan Goes from the Carlson Gracie team. Allan, a master of submission, and Allan had a draw against Kazushi Sakuraba, and that was in the Pride Fighting Championships number 4. If this fight goes to the ground, I've got to believe that Allan is going to be in charge.
It has to. I mean, and if he goes to the ground and he's on his back and Malenko stands up, also it's in Allan's favor. Look at this. You go for the takedown.
Now, that was a mistake by Malenko, I believe, because he should have sprawled back and tried to stay standing, because you don't want to play the guard game with Allan Goes.
I don't think so. And Allan probably is going to pass the guard also.
But we don't know, because we saw Carl Malenko out-grapple Egan Inoue, but to be fair, Allan Goes may be the better of the two between Egan Inoue.
Oh, yeah, I think so, too. I believe so, too. I think he's got a big arsenal of attacks. Here we go. He's going to grab the arm. Oh, my God. Let's see. He has to try to pass it. Pull his leg out. And he's doing it right now, I guess. Yeah.
Allan already has gotten out of Carl Malenko's guard. He's already got side control.
Yeah, that was, for what I can remember, Egan couldn't do that, huh? Wasn't it? He could come to side control, or was the other way around? No, it was the other way around. Carl Malenko, Egan got the guard constantly. He got a real good guard, actually, Egan.
Egan had a great guard, and he controlled Carl Malenko, but Carl Malenko got the takedowns and landed more punches and got the decision, although it was close and wasn't a terribly exciting one. But we might have a different animal here in Allan Goes. Allan Goes, just his training partners alone, when you've got Murilo Bustamante, Mario Sperry, Carlos Barreto, and the list goes on, Walid Ismail, to roll with every day, it's really going to be hard to find guys better than that, just straight grappling-wise, unless you go to Sakuraba or some of these other new phenoms.
Yeah. That was good left straight there from Allan already. So it looks like he's going to mix punches up with submissions, which, by the way, is the best combination, of course. You don't want to give Carl Malenko a little space because he's going to escape. We saw him escape pretty much impossible situations, and he did it. So, Allan, I'm sure that Allan saw those videos.
Well, it's interesting. Now, Allan gets the mounted position, and this has always been a bad position to be in. There he is, the legend himself, Carlson Gracie, shouting the instructions, and Allan there with a shoulder strike.
Yeah, that's his thing, huh?
I like that. Well, what I was going to say is that the fight Allan is fighting against Carl Malenko is entirely different than the fight we saw him fight against Kazushi Sakuraba on October 11, 1998. He was on the bottom. He was on the ground. Sakuraba was standing up, and he threw a lot of kicks going straight up. Whereas Malenko is on the bottom now. We're getting to see Allan Goes' top game in this fight. Whereas Goes was on the bottom in the guard for the most part in the Sakuraba fight.
Yeah, he's going to have to start moving. The referee will give him a warning, so he has to work. Otherwise, all the effort would have been for nothing, and they're going to stand back on their feet.
Allan chopping away, working to set up any kind of submission, and you better believe he's going to go for a submission with a strike going body, expect a head. Look, there it is, the shoulder strike again. It is a legal strike. The only illegal strikes that we have here are the headbutts or any strikes to the groin or back of the spine or back of the head. Everything else is legal. No elbows, no headbutts. and everything else goes. Pardon the pun.
And at the front of the spine. Is that okay? Total control. Stays relaxed. Been in this position 1,000, maybe 2,000 or thousandths of time. I mean in training, not in fights, but he probably trains like 1-2 times a day, you know, since he was 6 years old.
6?
Probably, maybe 3. I mean, in Brazil, this is like a national thing to do. With us here in America, they go fishing. There they do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Or a ball game here.
Is Malenko going to try and turn Allan Go's boss?
Yeah, he can try, but it's not going to happen. I think he should try to escape. Armbar! Oh, sloppy.
He fell out of it.
He made it. It was.
Okay, now, I've argued the point that Allan Go's is more effective on the bottom.
Yeah.
He went for the armbar from the top, and Malenko was able to shuck his way out of it. But now Go's is on the bottom. He's got a great triangle choke from the bottom.
Yeah, so let's see if he can do it. But that armbar was, yeah. We've seen it a few times now, and I think a few people forget to crossface. It's all the stress also in the fight. There are a lot of things to think about. Oh, nice. And now normal straight armbar. Ooh, he had 2 armbars there. The figure 4 and a straight armbar. But both escaped.
Karl Malenko seems a little bit hesitant to throw strikes in this position. Do you think it's because he doesn't want to give away his arm?
Yeah, listen. What do you think, Stephen?
I think it is.
Yeah, I think so too. Of course.
Allan seems to have a really good sense of humor, which brings to mind, boss, in the game, what fighter do you think is the most sincere?
Define sincere.
Well, the opposite of Bas Rutten. No, I'm jokingly.
Okay. Whoa, look at this attack. They go and keep going.
Okay, he's still in the guard.
I think Stephen Quadros, that's the answer.
But I'm not a fighter, I'm a commentator. I'm a journalist. I'm merely a man behind a microphone.
Okay. I will give you an answer at the end of the fight. Let's see here what Malenko is up to, and it looks like he's going for a leg lock.
I think a leg lock would be a mistake because if he falls back,
yeah,
Allan is going to mount him again.
Yeah, it depends. If he keeps holding it 2 legs, then not. But he has to stick a leg. But it's going to be very difficult to.
Oh, that was beautiful!
Wow!
It was a double leg elevator flip over by Allan Go's, but they're back in the same position again.
Yeah, but he's going to do it again, or he's going to kick him away, and he's going to kick him in the head. The last time we saw this, he's grabbing the glove.
There, I was waiting for Allan to punch him because his face is right there. Allan's hands are right there. Just let go and punch him.
He should smack his knees together there. Clang, clang on the ears. Huh?
Good move. Better than Thigh Master.
Better than Thigh Master. You train your thighs. Oh!
Nice. Shooting, getting the double leg.
Nice takedown. Allan is good with the takedowns. I mean, Karl Malenko is a good wrestler. There we go again. Oh.
Okay, he's got the mount again now. What he needs to do.
Oh, side choke.
Oh, he's got the side choke.
He's got the side choke. That's it. He should lay next to Malenko.
It's over.
I think he's out.
I think he just dropped. Oh, he tapped out. He tapped out from the side choke. Malenko is completely frustrated and angry with himself, yelling out loud. Goes really, really clean on the ground.
Beautiful. What a guy. Uh-oh. Did I hear the F word?
Malenko got caught. Evidently, that must be a submission that he really, really feels bad about getting caught with.
Yeah, it's Allegoric. It's a master, submission master.
But Malenko, he's got to let it go. It's no shame to lose to Allan Goes on a choke. Look at that. He's just got such good position. And he just squeezes and relaxes at the same time. And then Carl has to tap out. It was the right bicep closing off the circulation on Carl Malenko's neck. And Allan just squeezed and used his weight.
Yeah, I really like here to go and lay on the left side and let your body weight do the trick. But if you do it like Allan, with stretching the legs out, it's good too. Some people forget to stretch the legs out and then they get turned. Actually, it's perfect because he choked him out.
Look at the size of Ricardo Morais. 6'8". They say he's 275 pounds. I think he's more closer to 300 pounds.
Yeah, I think so too. Jesus.
That's an imposing figure right there.
I would take a Louisville Slugger here in the back of my trunk.
And there is Mark the Hammer Coleman, former three-time UFC champion. Coleman is in with a man, and this is a very rare situation, who is outweighing him. Coleman usually outweighs his opponents.
Yeah, but is he outpower him? I mean, Coleman is a very strong individual. And, of course, Ricardo looks real strong too, but Mark got this special kind of strongness about him.
He's got explosive strength. A lot of the American wrestlers have that because they train for the explosiveness to dominate immediately in the match all the way through the match.
Wow, the Ricardo, he looks like an evil guy from a comic book. Big and huge, like a Superman.
Like a
Superman.
Bad guy. Well, he looks like the villain.
Yeah, a villain, for sure a villain. He should get some parts in movies. Wow. Huge.
6'8". Coleman at 6'1" is giving up 7 inches in height. Coleman taking his time here. But I'd be willing to bet Coleman is going to shoot for that single leg.
Oh, the beautiful double one that he did, what we saw here in the front with Takada.
Coleman ducking down to stay out of the way of those punches, and then they get into the clinch here on the ropes.
Yeah, it's the place to be here. If you fight a tall guy, tall opponent, fight close. Wow, this guy's big, huh?
Now, Coleman is a silver medalist in the Olympics in wrestling.
Yeah, so that's why he probably will get the takedown. What do we know of Ricardo Morais?
Well, Ricardo Morais, he won a 16-man, no-holds-barred tournament, the Absolute Fighting Championships #1, and that was way back, February 1st, 1996. And he beat everybody within the distance most of the time. It was with strikes, but in the final match, he beat a Russian fighter with a rear naked choke. So he's dangerous with strikes.
Okay, but he knows his submissions too.
He used to train with Renzo Gracie.
Okay, now that says it for me.
Because Renzo Gracie has got a huge facility for ground fighting, especially submissions. Coleman lunging in, coming up short with the right hand.
Yeah, there's a huge difference here in height and reach. He really needs to fight close and go for body shots once he's there. In the clinch, going for body shots. I don't know anything else to do right now.
Coleman is waiting for him to punch so he can drop down and trap the leg.
That's it.
That's exactly... He wants to get him coming forward. And there it is. Coleman picking away at that single leg. And down they go. Ricardo Morais won with a rear naked choke, but Coleman is on top. The trick is to get Coleman on his back, or to take Coleman's back, and I think that's going to be a hard proposition, boss.
Yeah, we've never seen it before. So, no, I don't think that's going to happen. Especially not in the new and improved Coleman. He's been training real hard now. His cardio apparently is all the way up. Okay, some neck crank there. He's going for neck crank.
Yes, he looks like he is going for the neck crank. Ricardo Morais seems to be relatively inactive here in the guard. But Coleman is extremely good at controlling people in the guard. What can Morais do here? They're up against the ropes, but...
Yeah, there's not a lot he can do, because Coleman tries, you see, he's constantly grabbing the back of the head. And if he starts neck cranking him, because Morais is such a big guy, he might tap him with it, actually, because Coleman has a lot of power with it.
Morais pushing straight back with the legs.
Oh, side control.
Yes, he's almost...
look at this.
He's got him in a cradle here, or almost.
Coleman should start slugging away here.
He doesn't want to leave his arm hanging like that. That's not a good idea. Coleman's got to get his head out.
He should start rain punches there. Right straight to the head.
Perfect.
Lean on his left.
Perfect position for Mark Coleman.
Bang, that's it. I think this is going to be a stop, don't move situation.
I think you're right, and I think that's going to happen in the next 30 seconds. Oh, Coleman.
Whoa.
Ricardo Morais trying to smother Coleman out of that move.
Whoa.
And now Morais has Coleman's back. Coleman standing back up. Morais trying to punch away. And that landed there. 1-2 punches by Ricardo Morais. Coleman coming up short on the punches. Diving in, driving in for that single, and pulls back into Ricardo Morais' guard in the center of the ring.
Yeah, you see, a simple thing like a neck crank right now could work. You know that? Because his upper body is so tall, he can really crank it. It will open his guard. And he's got the power for it. Yeah,
There it is, boss, right on cue.
He's going to open the guard for sure. He has to. See? And that's the moment that he should escape.
Okay, Ricardo trying to smother Coleman. Coleman going for the neck crank, but he doesn't have the inside position, so it's not going to be effective here.
No. He's going for it again, but what he should do is grab the top of the head. He will have more leverage, and it will work better. If he slams his legs down and he controls the hips, man, he can even let him tap. The only thing he has to watch out for is an armbar then. Whoop, nice. Very nice, nice. He should keep doing that. It's working.
Boss, let me ask you. This is the first time we've seen Ricardo Morais fight in the Pride Fighting Championships. Do you think that it's to the point where some of these guys are so big that no one wants to fight them?
Yeah, on one hand, but on the other hand, you have a lot of fighters that do want to fight him just to see if they can go the distance. You know, it's always like we saw with Emmanuel Yarbrough against the little guy. It's wow! Look at this action again. He can't pass the leg now, but it's always interesting to see a big guy against a smaller guy. David and Goliath. That's what people like. And the disadvantage of big people is most of the time the stamina. And big means you have a lot of holes to escape. Big armpits, big arms, big legs. You know, they're more vulnerable than short and compact, like a IGOR VOVCHANCHYN or Akira Soju build. Short and compact. That's better in grappling.
Plus, the bigger people, because they're so big, it takes them a lot more energy to move their limbs either to strike or to do submissions. Yeah. Because everything weighs more and it's longer.
Yeah, and I heard, I don't know if it's exactly true, but I hear that, from what I understand, that guy probably has the same kind of long volume that I have. Only he's got a total different body. Like, it doesn't go by size. That's why you always see the lightweights. They keep fighting. That's why the light people, they're real good at running because they have, the half amount of muscles that we have, but the same lung capacity. And the same heart, probably. The heart, I don't know. Maybe the heart is bigger. It should be because it's a muscle. You see Coleman pushing with his forehead to the side, to the jaw of Morais, just to control his head. It's a typical wrestling thing. We saw it, actually, Mark Kerr doing.
Look at Coleman chopping there with the right hand.
Yeah, on the air. Very nice. But you control the head, you control the whole upper body. He should try to pass the guy. Oh.
Okay, that was a relatively dull round. Coleman on top. Coleman doing most of the striking. So Carlson Gracie giving the instructions as Renzo Gracie is in front. So you've got Brandon Lee Hinkle on one side of Mark Coleman, and Coleman being toweled off by the referee. And Ricardo Morais trying to land some shots here. That punch, the right hand landed, but the left hook really didn't. And Coleman trying to club away with his own shots. And then Coleman shooting, going for the single, and driving in. Ricardo Morais gives it up. There it is again with that right hand by Ricardo Morais. And Coleman dropping down and going for the single. A lot of wild punches missing in that exchange.
Yeah, can you imagine this guy being a pro boxer, like going to the gym now for the next 3 years, training 2 times a day pro boxing, what a force that guy would be.
Yeah, he would, because right now it looks like that may be the element in which he needs to work on too, because a lot of those punches miss quite a bit.
Yeah, but he's got the athletic ability. He's got control over the punches. A lot of punches also had no control, but it's because he does know a lot in the boxing area. But it comes naturally. He's boxing naturally. And he's huge. Looks like a natural to me. God knows, man. Can you imagine you fight a guy 270 pounds boxing? 6'6", 6'8".
Okay, right now, it's as if the fight is up for grabs. That first round was really close. Maybe Coleman had the lead, maybe he didn't. But if they want to avoid an overtime, Coleman with a nice takedown. It was off of a kick. If you fight a wrestler, and I'm sure you would agree with this, boss, you don't want to lead with a kick. You want to maybe lead with some punches, then throw the kick under the punches.
That's it, man. Oh, look at this.
Coleman squeezing awful tight.
Yeah, but what does he have?
He doesn't have really anything, but he's basically cooking Ricardo. Now, he let up his grip a little bit, relaxing.
Yeah, if Ricardo wants to loosen the grip, he should just twist to the right, try to bridge Coleman off, and then Coleman has to post his left arm out and the grip will be gone. But there's nothing really there. Especially with the guy who trains with Renzo Gracie.
Easy, baby. Nice breathing. Nice breathing. You're in control.
Yeah, that's Tim Catalfo there that we hear. For what I can understand about his voice. Tim Catalfo in the corner of Mark Coleman.
Tim Obaki Catalfo.
Yes.
From Atlanta, Georgia.
There you go. Guard. Fast with the guard. There we go. You see now he got the top of the head. That's good. Higher. You should even do it higher on the head now. And pull.
And Morais really having to fight his way out.
I tell you. And now he can slam Morais' own knee. Oh no, not that. I want to say in his head, but it's not his head. I was wrong from this position.
Cover his mouth and nose. Yeah. Take all the air. Yeah. Nice, baby. Nice work. Nice work.
Okay, there we go again. Neck crank. Crank it. And open the guy. It's open now. Pass. Use your left elbow. Keep holding the head with your right. Push the leg off. Go half guard.
Nice, Coleman. Nice.
I think Coleman, after he tries a couple neck cranks, should unload with some punches. Even if Ricardo keeps him close, I think he should try and ground and pound a little more.
They should put this...
standing back up?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too, because they're almost in a stalemate. And they've been in this same position for quite some time. Coleman trying for the neck crank, but Ricardo defending the neck crank, and he's got the open guard. I don't think Coleman is even concerned with the open guard. I think passing the guard is not really what he's concerned with now. I think he's concerned with squeezing him and trying for the neck crank and trying to wear him down. But, you know, Ricardo doesn't want to leave that arm in front of his neck like that, because Coleman will get a side choke on him. Ricardo trying to sweep, and Coleman does pass the guard and gets Ricardo Morais into the side mount.
Very nice. Now we can start raining. Punches and knees to the body, punches to the head. He should definitely knee from this side. This is where the liver is located.
Boss, can you judge a person's personality by their fighting style? By just watching a person fight, let's say you never met them, can you look at a guy and say, okay, this guy's a loud guy, this guy's a meek guy, this guy's an intelligent guy?
A lot I can. Yeah.
What kind of fighter or what kind of person is Ricardo Morais?
I think he's a relaxed person, a real relaxed person.
Because
very nice person. He probably has a nice family and everything. Something that you don't expect.
Okay, now he's got Coleman in half guard, and he's got that shin under Coleman's thigh, possibly wanting to sweep Coleman, but he gives it up.
Coleman should watch out now. He doesn't get turned to the other side. He's a wrestler, so that won't happen.
Ricardo Morais trying to get back up, and Coleman pinning him back down. That's his specialty, is control the man on the bottom.
He should start punching now.
If Ricardo is a relaxed guy, a mellow guy, what kind of guy is Coleman?
Coleman is also a relaxed guy, but he gets his moments like in normal life. Then, in a fight, he has always his moments. He's very, very aggressive. Look at this. He's cranking. Wow, nice. That's what he should do. Now he should hit with the head up against the rope. But he can unleash that aggressive power.
Yeah, what I see in Coleman, and this is a difference between, I think, these two guys, is Coleman is probably a quiet guy, but he's got this explosive, passionate side of himself. Now, when he goes for that neck break, look at the look in his face.
Oh, yeah. Look at the body shots here now.
And yeah, he's getting busy. Because I think Coleman, his emotions can bring him to the top of his heights, but like when he fought Maurice Smith, his emotions betrayed him because he went out there a little too emotional and put too much energy into the fight and lost his wind.
Yeah.
So I think he's learning that middle ground between being emotional and being relaxed like Ricardo Morais. Whereas Ricardo Morais, on the other hand, I would like to see him get a little more emotional in this fight. I'd like to see him, if he was in a desperation situation, he might explode a little more.
Yeah, we saw it in the beginning, in the first round. We saw him a few times, the explosions with Mark, and then the nice sprawls, the nice takedown defense. Look at this. Look at this. I'm telling you, man.
I think,
wow.
I think there's never been a fight where Coleman did not give 100%.
Yeah, that's true. I just want to make a remark about this. If Mark does the neck crank, he should bring his hips down to the ground, don't sit on his... Or push his knees all the way forward over the ground, so that he automatically pulls his body backwards. Yeah, it sounds strange when I say it like this, but it works. Shoves his knee over the ground upwards. That will bring his body backwards. And then together with the neck pulling, it might work.
Well, Ricardo Morais is getting a lot of different instructions yelled at him from his corner, but he hasn't really done anything except for lay here in the guard and try to counter the neck crank for the last, let's say, 5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah, might as well try something. Bring your leg over or bring it higher on Coleman's chest. Maybe he goes for a half guard and then you can try to escape. Try something. But I've been in this position under Mark Kerr when we were training, and I have to tell you it's very difficult to escape a guy like Mark Kerr or like Mark Coleman. And but you try. You have to try. You have to work and do something. This way he's going to lose the fight. He's going to skip now the hip. I thought he was going to go for armbar maybe, but he's not. Yeah, he has to move more.
There you go. There's pressure. Don't bother falling your leg.
I wouldn't exactly call either one of these guys a versatile fighter.
A versatile?
Versatile.
No. Yeah, it's true. That's true. You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, I mean, Ricardo Morais has got the guard, but he really hasn't really done much with the guard. He's almost getting to the position where he can flip Coleman, but as we said before, Coleman gets the mounted position.
Oh no, he shouldn't go around the neck. He shouldn't go around the neck. There is nothing there. That would
But he might be smothering Ricardo Morais' face up against his chest.
Yeah, but
Ricardo could flip him over.
That's it.
See, there it is. But he didn't flip him over.
No,
Look at that control.
But that's why I say never ever. It's the first lesson I give to my students. Grab your arms around the neck.
Coleman, he's starting to land those
punch.
punches. He's starting to land the punches now. Things are finally heating up in this battle of the behemoths.
Yeah. Da, 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 da. Two Godzillas. He should start. Oh.
Okay, that's the end of the fight.
Yeah, it's not going to go to an overtime. I think that Coleman's going to win the fight.
I think Coleman's going to win the fight. He's just going to barely inch this one out.
Wow. But
he just did a little bit more than Ricardo Morais. Just almost did nothing in that last round except for scoot his hips to the side one time. He didn't try for submission. He barely threw a punch.
He actually looks like Stefanos a little bit, huh?
Stefanos Milkakis, one of Hickson Gracie's students, and also one of Rob Common's students, the famous Muay Thai kickboxer from Holland.
Yes.
判定の結果をお伝えします。ジャッジ3名の判定により勝者マーク・コールマン
And Mark the Hammer Coleman gets a real close gets a methodical, workmanlike victory over Ricardo Morais. Coleman is now back in the winner's circle. And there's Tim Catalfo, Kevin Randleman, Brandon Lee Hinkle.
And his father, this was Coleman's father.
Oh,
with the cap.
The fourth guy, right.
I couldn't believe it when they said, I said, whoa. Such a huge guy, Coleman is.
What a great victory for Coleman. There he is hugging Tim Catalfo.
Tim Obaki Catalfo.
Let's have a round of applause for Mark the Hammer Coleman. Francisco Bueno has been training in boxing for 2 years under the same coach who coached the legendary Rocky Marciano.
Wow. And who's that?
赤コーナー176センチ 108キロ
But Igor VOVCHANCHYN has been training with the same coach his whole career, Oleg, and that's his manager in the corner, Eugenia. Igor VOVCHANCHYN really has got a lot of mixed martial art fights. Francisco Bueno has got a number of jiu-jitsu titles in Brazil. He's wanted this fight for a while. Bueno wanted Kerr, he wanted VOVCHANCHYN, and now he gets his shot at VOVCHANCHYN. See how he does. See if that 2 years of boxing training pays off. Personally, I think Bueno should shoot in
and go
for a takedown.
That's what I think.
He shouldn't wait. Go for a body lock. Go for a single or double leg takedown. Bueno at 222 pounds is about 13 pounds lighter than Igor VOVCHANCHYN at 235 pounds.
You can still see when he moves, he still has a little bit of the jiu-jitsu stance in him, eh? Even after 2 years boxing, you see it? It's a different kind of... not forward, he leans more backwards. Plus, VOVCHANCHYN leans more forward.
Plus, there's a lot of nervous, sporadic energy in Bueno, and Bueno is really staying away from Igor VOVCHANCHYN. But he did basically the same thing when he fought Hanma, and that was in the Pride Fighting Championships number 5, April 29th, 1999. He moved around like a popcorn kernel in a hot frying pan for about a minute and a half, and then he unloaded some good punching combinations. But VOVCHANCHYN may be a more dangerous striker. Oh, big right hand by VOVCHANCHYN! Oh my God! VOVCHANCHYN has knocked out Francisco Bueno. A crushing right hand, followed by 2 more punches. VOVCHANCHYN shadowboxing. There's that jump kick. Oh my Lord!
Wow.
He caught him high as soon as he came toward him.
He caught him, and while he dropped, hit a few more times. Oh, I want to see the rerun of this.
He knocked him out cold.
Put him to the side, guys. Hello. He can swallow his tongue, maybe?
He's okay.
Oh, he's okay. He's awake. He's awake. Okay, I didn't see that. Oh.
What a crushing victory for Igor VOVCHANCHYN over Francisco Bueno. Look at this crowd.
He is gaining popularity after his last win against the controversial fight against Mark Kerr. Wow.
Yeah, because that controversial fight, a lot of people thought that VOVCHANCHYN won that fight, but again, it was controversial. But this fight, there was no controversy. Igor unloaded that right hand and followed up, and it was the right hand that made Francisco Bueno go wobbly. And here it is, VOVCHANCHYN stalking him, picking his moment. Really hadn't thrown anything. He throws that hook and crack. See how Bueno stuck his chin up in the air, and those 3 other punches really were not needed, because this first right hand right here, see his chin is high up in the air, that knocked him out. Look, he's falling face down. He's out right there. Wow.
Oh my.
Here it is. We got that right hand, and then we got that left, right, left,
and then
boom, boom. 2 bounces on the canvas, face first down.
私は日本には嬉しいです。日本のファンにどうもありがとうございます。